So today I dropped off my fiance at the airport early in the morning. It's like 5 a.m. and we have a little reenactment here of me getting out the car, sad and having to, deal with being alone without the partner for at least a week. There I am throwing my hands up. Oh man, what do I even do? So I'm just trying to entertain myself as best I can. Just trying to do chores. I couldn't think of anything to even do. I'm just at a crossroads. Really, what should I do? Some art? Should I try and advance that? Oh, maybe I'll go this way. Gotta do something. Oh no, we're going back that way. Gotta do something. Really just at a loss for what to do. Hate it when the fiance is gone. I've had a couple of ideas kicking around recently, but, Instagram, YouTube can be tough for an artist. And, I work a full-time job, so this is for fun. And so sometimes it can get a little frustrating. So you guys spend some time with the cats, recharge. But this is where inspiration kind of struck. You can kind of see a record collection over there in the corner of my living room. And what that basically looks like for me every single day as I walk by it is questions. What's in there? Because we pull it out every once in a while and we'll listen to some records, especially if it's dinner or if it's a party or something like that. Here I am probably texting the fiance like, hey, what's going on? But I think it's time that I count these records and really make sure that I know what the heck is even in here. There's so many, right? I was later to find out there's over 230 records in here, mainly from the 1970s and the 2000s. But, you can get in here and understand a little bit more about the data, and I figured that might be a good project. And it beats cutting the grass, which I definitely am supposed to be doing right now. So I figured I'd begin the project, grab a stack, and get to counting. How else are you supposed to do this, right? I have Google Sheets, so does everybody. So as I get to counting, I'm typing the names out of each one into a Google Sheet and finding all these crazy ones. I started with the T's in the back of the alphabet because I found out my fiance has lovingly organized this alphabetically. These are ones that we never pick out because we're always listening to the pop ones or Lady Gaga's greatest hits, right? Which is also there. I quickly discovered I needed a better way, so I recharged by eating some food and got to actually thinking about the problem at hand. I was like, I wish that there was a better way to actually have me not type out every single title, album, artist name, and then Google the year that it was found. So as I thought about that, I ate this apple and took a shower and really considered the problem. In between this, I kind of Googled some quick solutions, and it turns out there's this website called Discogs. So I come back here, really get down to it. Discogs is awesome. So you just type in the barcode or the alphanumeric 6-digit code that's sometimes on the cover or the spine of each record, and you can see me kind of getting into it here. I'm getting up, I'm sitting back down, I'm all over the place. This took like 4 hours, so had to really optimize the flow and get into Discogs. But once I really did, you can see me kind of burning through these, right? There's the Shrek one, boom, takes 30 seconds. Get the pillow. Nice. So yeah, once I really got into the counting of the data to make an illustration, I really kind of burned through it and locked in. So that's the point of this video. We're going to take this data and put it into Google Sheets from Discogs, a little export button. It makes you wait for like 10 seconds, which is kind of kinky, edge me a little bit. I love it. But once it finally announces, hey, you can download this, you go ahead and hit download, and it exports basically everything you need except for the genre. So I really wanted to look at the data that was from the genre to kind of understand, what's in the collection as well as when it was published. So approximately 10 hours later, I went through every single one of the 230 and assigned a genre and a subgenre, just Googling them. No, just kidding. I used ChatGPT. I copied the list and put it in here, and we're going to see the list. So, it kind of comes out looking kind of crazy when you first get it from Discogs, because it's just, you know, a jumbled mess of names and names of bands and then names of albums and then the year they were released, no genre. So copy that into ChatGPT and you get this pristine, beautiful list. So you can do a little data analysis there with it. So got the spreadsheet. You can share this. I did with the Fiancée. She's all stoked. I mean, most of the record collection comes from her pops. So a lot of it is from the 70s. But we've taken it over and added more. So I was really interested to see, you know, what did we add? And it turns out it's basically just stuff from the 70s, from the pops. And then we've added some stuff from the 2020s. So when I made the illustrations from the actual data, I just made some charts and then drew over it in Procreate in some cool kind of rock stuff that I thought was fun. You can see all these charts in greater detail on my Instagram. I'll post a little link in the bio, of course. It's just wtomtayart. But that one right there is my favorite. It shows a distribution of the number of records from each decade, which is pretty cool. This one, I kind of didn't love how it came out. But then I put them all into an 8.5 by 11 and went over to the computer and hit that print button. And you know me, we got to make a print. So it was kind of cool to see this project materialize into real life. And I really love how it came out, even though it was just a labor of love and kind of a way to flex some Excel skills that I normally don't. But yeah, this is the printout. Here it comes. It looks super cool. Always have some nice paper that you can print stuff out on if you're an artist, by the way. It is day 2. I finally finished. I'm sitting here in front of the records, all 230 of them. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we came up with this cool little printed record data paraphernalia thing. Kind of shows some interesting stuff, and you saw it in the previous screen. And we out.